Reason for this video is I've just seen a little bit of information on YouTube that apparently Arsenal are back in to try and sign Raphinha from Barcelona. Now, is this a player that you would like at your club, at our club? Would you like Raphinha after he knocked us back? Do you remember 2 years ago? 2 years ago, it was us, Arsenal, and Chelsea who was battling it out, trying to sign Raphinha from Leeds, and he decided, I don't want to go to Arsenal, I don't want to go to Chelsea, turned his back on us and went to Barcelona. Now, I'm not quite sure how well he's doing that in Barcelona, because I don't really watch a lot of Spanish football, only if they're in Champions League and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? I don't really go out my way to watch Barcelona and any sort of European football as a rule, because I'm a Premier League man. I'm about English football. I think the European game is a bit different, and I do like it. Don't get me wrong, I'll watch it if I get the chance, but I don't go out my way to watch it. But so I haven't really followed. There's so much Premier League football and that I've got that's available to me anyway. So I can't watch football 24/7, if you know what I mean. So I don't really go out and watch all the European games and Spanish League, German League, Italian League, and all that. I just tend to stick to the Premier League basically, and then follow when the information about these other players from Europe and that. I tend to follow. I might watch them, especially if they're coming to Arsenal. But I mean, I probably might look into watching some replays of Barcelona games and that, just to have a look and see what I think and see how well he's been doing out there. I know when he was at Leeds, he was a fantastic player, wasn't he? I mean, he was hot property. I know Arsenal and Chelsea wanted him, but I think he was wanted by a host of other European clubs. I don't think Liverpool and Man City really had any serious interest in him at the time, but Arsenal certainly did, and they was trying to move heaven and earth to sign him. But he turned his back. He said no. You see, for me, that is, if you say no once, I'm not the type of person to go back in and say, all right, let's try again. They're coming in. Sorry you made that mistake. We forgive you. Come back and have another chance with us. In the clock end, Arsenal FC, AFC, always big up to yourself in the chat. Thank you. I'm just doing a quick little video on Raphinha. Have you heard about Raphinha? AFC always. Or do you want to be called AFC always, or do you want to be called in the clock end Arsenal FC? I mean, do you want to be called AFC or in the clock end? How you doing today? I'm fine. How are you? I can't really see your name. No, you haven't heard. Yeah, apparently it's Fabrizio Romano. You must have heard of Fabrizio Romano. He's mentioned it as well. It was I see it on the Football Terrace. If you watch the Football Terrace, go and check it out. It's a good channel, that. But anyway, I was talking about Raphinha, Arsenal maybe, but I don't want Raphinha back at the club. He said no once, so I'm not. I'm quite quite staunch, which means if you say no, it means no, and that's it. One chance for me, and that's it. I don't think he's really been cutting the mustard as well as he thought he would at Barcelona. Although I don't watch the games, I haven't heard anything like outstanding about him since he's been there. So for me, it's a no. All right, we do need this competition for Saka on that right hand side, and some people might think he's ideal. He might be ideal. He might be able to play a bit part. I want Eze as well. I love Eze. What's that? I should have had my glasses. Salah's stats are much better. Mo Salah's stats are good. Even though he's been in a bit of poor form lately, but still, form's temporary. Class is for life. So I still believe Mo Salah's one of the best right wingers in the world, still without a shadow of a doubt, in my opinion. I mean, I'd still put him above Saka. You know, he's got the experience. Saka's he's just there. He's just getting to learn it, and he will come good. He will be a world beater. He will definitely be a world beater, Bukayo Saka. Without no shadow of a doubt. Without no shadow of a doubt. So yeah. So Raphinha, what do you think about Arsenal going in for Raphinha? I know. Remember when he blanked us? You know, it sticks in the throat a little bit, that one, doesn't it? But if we would have got him, would have Saka have progressed as much as he would have, as much as he has done, I should say? Maybe not. You know what I mean? Because Raphinha would have been probably preferred to Saka, like what's happened to Emil Smith Rowe. Emil Smith Rowe, you know, he's not been able to evolve as good as Saka has, because Saka's got getting the game time, and that really helps. You know, it really helps. Sad stats so much. Yeah, I've just read that. Sorry, it really helps in your development if you're playing games at a competitive level. It helps. So maybe Bukayo Saka may have not got as much game time if you know, if we did sign Raphinha, and which is good as well. I'm glad Chelsea didn't get him either, because you know Chelsea nicking Mudryk when we tried to sign Mudryk, and Joel Felix as well when they got him on loan. Both of them we dodged the bullet with, so I'm glad that happened. I don't mind if you say in the clock end or AFC always, to be honest. I like both names. Which sounds better to you? Well, yeah, I call you. I like both names as well, but I'm used to you being AFC always, so I say both. You know what I mean? If it doesn't worry you, then I'm not bothered either, mate. To be fair. Yeah, this is gonna be a short and sweet little video. I just wanted to do a response and get a bit of feedback on what other people thought about it. I was hoping to get a few people in the chat to see what they thought about it as well. But I mean, they're not going to keep going too long. But I might leave it a little bit and see. I know that I put him on the thumbnail, so people should really know what the video's about, and hopefully I might get a few comments. So let's just give it a few minutes and see how we go. Also, listen, I've heard other players that have been linked to Arsenal as well. I like the Bruno Gimenez. I can't pronounce his name properly, from Newcastle. I like that one. That was one that interested me. You know, Camavinga as well. That's one. Apparently, he wants Arsenal. I've heard Victor Osimhen. Victor Osimhen wants Arsenal as well. Yes, I am in my back garden. Yes, mate. It's my girlfriend's house. She's got a new place. Well, the place ain't new, but she's just moved here. We're in a different area to where we're from. Just a different part of the East End. Just moved from Bow to Walthamstow. So, yeah, so she's in... This is her back garden. It's quite big, yeah. It's all right, man. It's all right. Osman going to PSG. This is what I've seen. AFC always. This is what I've seen. I've seen that he doesn't want to go to PSG. I've heard he doesn't want to go. Well, I've seen a video on it. So apparently, this is all hearsay. So you can't take it as gospel. But wouldn't that be a good signing, eh? Would you prefer Osimhen or would you prefer Isaacs? Because a lot of Arsenal fans want Alexander Isaacs to come to Arsenal, and you know, I think he's a little bit unsettled at Newcastle. Newcastle are probably a little bit below his standards, you know, because they're not challenging for the Champions League or anything like that. And the sort of player that Isaac is, he's a player that should be playing in the Champions League. So, who would you prefer there? Osimhen, obviously, because he's got the experience of being in the Champions League, and he's, you know, he could be our Haaland. Osimhen, if we can get a player like that. I think it costs too much money for us, though. What do you reckon? Camavinga as well. He was playing last night. So, nice young player there. Bags of talent. But all these rumours, Kimmich was another, he was playing last night. And I don't think he had a great game last night, Kimmich. He was getting roasted a little bit, wasn't he? But mind you, when we get him, we'll probably play him in the midfield. Not at the right back position, where he's been playing for Bayern Munich. He's been playing at right back. So, you know, I'm not quite sure if I like him or not, to be honest. I mean, I've never really seen a lot of him, when everyone was going mental over him, saying what a talent he is. But what I've seen, even when we played him, I didn't really think he was that great. I didn't think he was any kind of superstar, in all fairness. I don't know. What do you think there? What do you think about Kimmich? In the chat, let me know. Who was the other player? If I can think of the other player that's been mentioned, I'm just trying to remember. I've got a little bit of paper somewhere. I have written down because I was going to do like a transfer rumour show, but I just want to do this one quickly because it's sort of like I thought Raphinha. Is he the one? Is he the one to push Saka? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure though. What do you reckon? I would prefer Osman, but the problem is sorry, I've got to go like that. Would he cut it in this league? How many players we've seen come to the Prem and don't do it? That is very true. That is very true. There's been loads of players like that. You know, big names that they come to the Premier League. Some of them take a bit of time to bed in. Bergkamp, Henry. You know, for us, they took. I think Bergkamp about 10 games before he scored for us. I think it was something like that, if I remember rightly. Oh, listen to this. I was just thinking today and all. I was talking to my West Ham mate, Davey boy, and he was saying to me, listen, don't you think West Ham could help you win the title? Do you think West Ham could actually stop City? And I said, I don't think so. I said they've got to go to the Etihad. I don't think. He went, well, we did it to United. They did it to United, didn't they? I think it was at Upton Park that game though, but I think they drew 1-1 with Man United that day. Stopped Man United from winning the league, and Blackburn won it 94-95. So, you know, if they could stop one Manchester team from... I think they've done it another time as well, Man United, West Ham. Or did they stop City from winning the league? They've done it twice. I remember a game a bit later on in 95 season. I remember a game a bit further down, and it was between, was it City and Chelsea? Something, I can't remember exactly who it was, but it was 1 minute, one was top, then the other one was at top, and I think West Ham done something and it stopped. Was it Man City or was it Man United? Let me know in the comments if you remember. Man City will destroy West Ham on the best day, on the last day of the season. Yeah, well, that's what I thought, but I was thinking, I was talking to Davey boy, my mate, he's West Ham fan, and he was saying, he reminded me about when they stopped United from winning the league. You know, stranger things have happened. Proper story. Was that the Carlos Tevez one? Was that the Carlos Tevez? Wasn't there something to do with him scoring a goal that stopped someone winning the league? Or stopping from getting relegated? I think that might have been the Tevez one. I think Tevez scored and they saved that. Maybe something like that. I'm trying to remember. I can't remember it properly. But anyway, let's leave it there. I'm going to go inside now. So, listen, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your comments. Stick a like on the video. Remember to stick the like. It's most important. Stick a like on the video. And listen, I'll speak to you all soon.